Hi, and welcome to my channel. Mark Twain said, the two most important days in your life are the day you're born and the day you find out why. Have you found your reason for living? Or do you sometimes feel that there must be more to life? We all have something unique to contribute to the world. So in this video, I share with you some simple steps to finding your why. To find your purpose, you need to reflect on four main areas. The first is your gifts, strengths, and skills. We are here to use our unique gifts and talents to make a difference to the world. Most successful people focus on what they do best. Using your strengths in your everyday life makes you happier. Your purpose usually involves something that you're already gifted at. Here are some questions to reflect on. What are you really good at? Think of something you're better at than anyone else. It comes so easy to you that you just can't understand why others have difficulty with it. When there's something we find easy and can do so effortlessly, we don't always recognize it as a gift. For example, do you have a green thumb? Do you find that your plants are always thriving while your neighbor's plants are all dying? What skills and proficiencies have you developed through education and experience? What subject did you excel at school or university? As a child, what did you say when asked what you wanted to be? Can you remember? What achievements are you the proudest of? If you're having trouble identifying your talents, ask your friends and family. They'll help you identify your strengths. In most cases, they often ask for your help with something that you're already very good at, or they compliment you on something. After looking at your strengths, talents, and skills, we now look at your values. Values are the foundation of a purposeful life. To be truly happy in life, your actions and decisions must be aligned with your values. So what are your main values at this time in your life? What's the most important thing to you? What type of life would you like to lead? If family life is your key value at this point, perhaps then it may not be a good idea to take on a job that would require frequent overseas travel, because you'd like to spend as much time as possible with your family. If you'd like to have a life of adventure, perhaps travel content creator would be a better fit for you than an accountant that would require you to sit in an office all day. The next step is to look at your passions. What are you passionate about? Pastor and author T.D. Jakes said, if you can't figure out your purpose, figure out your passion. Your passion will lead you right into your purpose. To arrive at our purpose, we need to follow our bliss. It's not our purpose if we don't enjoy it, and our passions are going to keep us on course when the going gets tough. What are you naturally interested in? What do you feel drawn to, or what are you curious about? Your purpose can be tied to one of your interests. Some people have so many interests that it's difficult to identify the main ones. But think about what makes your heart sing, what makes you feel alive. As Howard Thurman said, don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive and go do it. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. What do you enjoy doing so much that you would do it even if you weren't paid? If you won the lotto and never had to work another day, how would you spend your time? If you had to do just one task for the rest of your life, what would you choose? And what would you do if you heard that you only had 1 year to live? Think about activities that get you in a state of flow, that you can become so absorbed in that you just don't feel the time pass, or you even forget to eat. And yet at the end of it, you feel very energized. Also think of how you spend your free time. What type of movies do you like to watch? What websites do you visit? What books do you read? What do you like and share on social media? I share quite a bit of personal development and motivational stuff, and I've done that for years because I just find it so exciting. If you're still not sure what your passions are, then you can make a list of things that you don't like. Usually identifying what you don't like can lead you to things that you do like. Or you can try something new. Anything that seems interesting can lead you to your passion. Another idea is to think about who inspires you and what you like about them. Often the things that we like in others also exist within us. Once you've identified things that you love, start doing more of them, whether you get paid to do them or not. Musicians must make music. Artists must paint. Poets must write if they're ultimately to be at peace within themselves. What humans can be, they must be, said Abraham Maslow. Do you know what you're passionate about? Share with us in the comments what you've discovered so far. Next, we're going to look at your areas of service to the world. Your purpose is linked to service. We're given gifts and talents so that we can share with the world and add value. Not everybody can be famous, but everybody can be great, because greatness is determined by service, said Martin Luther King Jr. It is said that to get what you want, you first have to help others get what they want. Think about ways in which you can add value to others. What needs can you meet? Who can you help and how? Remember that our purpose doesn't always come from our job. As Steve Harvey said, your career is what you're paid for. Your calling is what you're made for. Our purpose can come from things like our hobbies or things that we do for our families or the less fortunate. Volunteering is a great way to reveal your purpose. Think of the causes you care about. Think of anything that gets you so angry that you'd like to contribute to. You may be an animal lover and you want to remove animals from situations of cruelty. Reflect also on your legacy. How do you want to be remembered? What impact do you want to make on the world? What problems do you feel called to solve? Would you like to find a cure for a particular disease? Support victims of domestic violence? Teach children to read? Share your culinary skills? Remember too that your pain can provide a clue to your purpose. People who have experienced setbacks often devote their lives to helping others overcome similar setbacks. I've heard of someone who became a doctor because a family member was very sick and received such good care that it inspired the person to want to offer similar service. Persons who have lost loved ones to addictions often start a foundation or support group in their honor. So think of the challenges that you've overcome and any ways that you can help others facing a similar challenge. So after you've identified your strengths, talents, and gifts, your values, passions, and areas of service, now you're going to look for commonalities. I find the Japanese concept of Ikigai quite interesting. Your Ikigai is your reason for being. And they say that your Ikigai is found at the intersection of what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. When all these combine, they lead to a happier life. So when what you love intersects with what you're good at, that's your passion. What you love and what the world needs, that's your mission. What the world needs and what you're paid for is your vocation. And what you're good at and paid for is your profession. Let's say you've had a career in customer service and sales, but you're looking to make a career change. In your free time, you've found that you look at HGTV all the time, especially House Hunters. You're also interested in photography. Perhaps you could explore a career as a real estate agent to use all those skills. So you might be obsessed with healthy eating, and you worked as a nurse for many years. And recently, you found a lot of joy looking after your elderly parents, and they've since passed on. Perhaps you can use your skills to look after other elderly persons in need. Life is never made unbearable by circumstances, but only by a lack of meaning and purpose, said Viktor Frankl. Frankl was an Austrian psychiatrist who was imprisoned in a concentration camp for 4 years. He wrote the book Man's Search for Meaning. If you haven't yet read it, I highly recommend it. Frankl concluded that purposeful work, love, and courage in the face of adversity brought meaning to life. Purpose gives us a sense of direction, and without it, we can feel stuck and unmotivated, as if something is missing in our lives. Finding purpose is about combining our strengths, passions, gifts, and values to reach our greatest potential and to add value to the world. Purpose is a lifelong journey, and it changes many times. If you ever come to a dead end, try something new. Don't give up. It's never too late. Don't die with your music still in you. There's no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you, said Maya Angelou. Have you found your purpose yet? If so, share with us in the comments to motivate others on their journey. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See you soon.